guys, Gen Z. I can't do this with you. Oh God. We're gonna need the bloopers reel on this one. Hey guys, Gen Z here. We are back with more back attacks in the gi. So I want to talk about our double lapel choke on the positive side and some details to really help tighten that. And then we're going to talk about it on the negative side as well. And a few other options. I want you to watch my no gi back attacks so that you could look at the same leg configurations I was talking about, the different options, and also the upper body control. Everything's going to be the same. We're just in the gi. So we're here in the gi. I've got my control, whatever lower body configuration I'd like. If I have my hooks, I have my seatbelt cinching in. But here, I definitely want to try and come in and get first grip as quickly as possible. So, fighting, of course, I'm going to use my underhook side to open up and hand me the nice grip, right? So here, I don't want to just come in and try and grab. You're going to get a ton of material. It's way too much, and it's really hard, especially if the gi is super, super tight. We just started the match out. It's to just reach in. So I'm using this negative side to open up and create a nice handle. We're going to go a thumb in grip right under the collarbone. I need some slack for this so that I can actually pull the lapel across Nico's neck. I'm going to get this 4-finger grip, and I am making a fist. So we're going to set it and forget it. If it's too deep and too tight, it's going to be very hard to pull across and choke, and it's also going to feel really funky on your wrist, so you know it's not in the right spot. So here we are. I've got my grip. I'm going to start reaching for my second grip right across anywhere on the lapel. This one is going to pull down. That's the job and function when I actually do the choke. So it's going to be right nice and taut right on the carotid on the opposite side of the neck. This one's going to pull across. So as we start falling right to the positive side, a lot of times people just start extending here. But this creates a lot of space for Nico to start getting her head through the hole, right, of my arm, and then getting her back to the mat to escape. So the detail, this is a great Seraphin, Jeff Seraphin, my coach, detail. As we fall, right, I'm going to cut the slack out by drawing my elbow back and pulling the lapel in front of her neck. Now from here, I'm going to pull down, extend, and thrust my hips. It's super, super tight. So without Nico for a second, I'm going to fall, right? I'm going to pull this back as I pull the lapel in front of the neck. From here, I'm then going to fall to my shoulder, extend my arms, and thrust my hips for the choke. Okay, one more time. We're here. She's going to be, and if I'm going to come in, I'm going to use the other hand to pass it. Once this is set, it's going to be hard for her to strip. I start falling, get this grip anywhere I can, cinch back, shoulders in the back of the head, elbows back. I'm going to come in with the hips. Nico held down on that one as I was talking. Thank you for that. Super, super tight. We're going to continue with our double lapel, but to the negative side. Okay, so everything can be the same, right? I've got the handle, I've got my second grip, but maybe I'm trying to go to the positive side and Nico's like, nope, I want to get to the negative side. A lot of people want to try to get to this side to escape. If she can bring her head over, yep, to the mat, back to the mat, she's out. So it's really important for me, as soon as I get here, to try and keep my head connected. This head control is so important, right? I want to keep it between the mat and her head until I figure out where I want to go on my terms. So I've got this nice double lapel grip. I'm going to take my top foot, put it in her hip, and I'm going to push her down. I want to bring Nico's head towards my hips. As I push her down, I'm not just using my foot, I'm also using the grips. I'm going to take this bottom hook and I'm going to bring my calf across her hips, just like this. Okay, from here, I want to isolate her arm. So depending on how her arm configuration is, I can maybe bring the heel into the elbow pit here, right? I can swim through and control. This is going to help me tilt her, okay? Because I have my hamstring on the shoulder. I'm not trying to come out here loose because Nico can just swim her arm through, right? So here, this is going to help prevent her from hand fighting, defending as much. So hamstring nice and tight on the shoulder. I'm going to give a little tilt. I'm not getting to my back, just a little tilt so that I have a better angle. I keep my elbow to my hip. If I don't, she's gonna circle her head out. So elbow to my hip, pull down, same thing, tilt, and then I thrust my hips. I'm still thrusting my hips. You always wanna bring your hips into the choke, right? It's gonna make it super tight. It's also gonna help extend the person, especially if they're trying to bring their shoulders up and make their neck small, or they're trying to defend with their chin, right? If I can extend them back, it's gonna open them up. So we're here, right, in this position. If I can't get this option, the choking option, right, I can also start going for the arm. So I can bring my forearm to the elbow pit. I'm going to swing my leg, push the ear, and boom. There we have the arm bar. Pinch the knees, heels heavy, and lift my hips. Okay? Let's look at this again. We're here. Nice tight seat belt. My head is connected, guys. I talk about this in my no-gi series, but cinching in, right? Butt back, chest behind the back, using the head. I come in for my grips. I go to the negative side. I push down, put her in the hole. Come over with my leg, tilt. There's the choke. If I can't get the choke option, I'll come in. I'll still try and keep this lapel. It's just gonna allow me to come in and get the arm, transfer to the ear, pinch, and there's the armbar option. Okay guys, we're gonna take a look at how you can transition to the bow and arrow if you do find yourself in this seated back position. I do have a series where I have my baby bow, my traditional bow and arrow, and my mean bow that you could search and look up on my channel. But we're gonna talk about this, like I said, from this seated position, how we can transition. So if I have this first grip, right, what I can do, especially if I feel like I can come in and grab this nice knee grip, I'm gonna throw my legs off. So I'm gonna take my right leg off, the side of the positive arm is gonna come off, and my left leg is gonna come across the hips as I grab the knee. From here, I'm just gonna rotate, get her perpendicular, bring my leg over the shoulder, cross. I'm gonna thrust my hips as I pull my elbow to my hip. She's the bow, I'm the arrow. So I'm really thrusting as I'm pulling towards me, okay? So let's do that one more time. We're here, I've got this grip. I throw my legs off, come in, swing my leg over, cross, boom, super tight. And from here, we're in that same kind of position that we were in from that double lapel choke. On the negative side, we can follow up with that arm bar.